Hello everyone, welcome to Release Your Mind once more. I hope you are enjoying our videos. I hope you are following us on Facebook page and on our Instagram page as well. We would like to talk about ourselves today, of course. How much we love ourselves. Do we love ourselves? And do we know who we are actually? Of course, when we ask this question in the therapy room, we usually get the same answer. Usually people say, of course I love myself. Without thinking, or they were like, of course I don't think nobody who doesn't love themselves, of course I love myself. But sometimes when we have a problem with ourselves, when we are not satisfied with ourselves, and that was the reason to come to the therapy room, and then sometimes that moment we might hear, oh yeah, I'm not necessarily satisfied with myself, that's why I'm here. So we explore more, but with people also who jump to the conclusion saying that, oh, of course I love myself, we also investigate that too. One of the many questions we can ask you is this: do you put other people's needs and desires in front of your needs and desires in your daily life? Which means that if your husband needs something, if your boss needs something, if your friend needs something, do you put their needs in front of your needs? Let's say you're gonna meet with a friend and you're gonna talk about your problem, but when you meet with her or him, instead of telling to your problem, you immediately find yourself listening her problem and answering and trying to solve her problem. Is this common to you? And then do you usually, okay, maybe next time, and then you put it ahead instead of addressing this? If this is happening very frequently, it means that you are usually putting other people's needs in front of your needs and not necessarily nurturing yourself or looking after yourself very nicely. So when we have an agenda in our mind about what to do today, what to eat today, who to talk today, what to talk today, addressing some things, finishing some jobs, doing some things for yourselves, but instead you find yourself usually out of your track and going with the flow, doing other people's needs because they just called you, or they just told you that they need you urgently, or they said they will be really upset if you are not immediately going to do this or that. It can be also your children, don't forget that. If you do that a lot, it means that, yeah, there might be a problem about putting yourself first. Another question we can ask ourselves is, how much time do we spend for ourselves during the day? Of course, when we are asking these questions, we are also looking at how much you are thinking when you are answering these questions. If you are thinking too much, that means that you are not actually thinking about yourself. You don't actually know how much time you are spending to yourself, or if you ever spend any time for yourself during the day. It's usually, of course, the answers are really, a huge variety. Some people say 10 minutes, some people say I don't have a time to even have a shower, some people say 2 hours plus, etc. So if it is less than 10-15 minutes, it's trouble. It means that you are really not nurturing yourself in many aspects of your life. And if it is more than 2 hours, it might also mean that you might be actually having some time management problems, because especially if you are working, if you need to work, if you're not retired, then 2+ time might be a little bit too much. So we also consider these as well. So there is under nurturing, but there is also over nurturing and spoiling yourself. So we would like to meet in the middle. After we ask this question, if the answer is yes, I spend some time for myself every day, we ask what type of things do you do in your own time. It might be reading a book, it might be watching some TV series, something not necessarily will put you into the story, but just something light, just to take your mind off, just take your daily stress off. That's really common. Some people say they watch comedies, some people say they play games, video games, PlayStation, etc. Some people say they watch programs related to their hobbies, or they do their hobbies, they go baking, they go gardening, etc. After answering this question, what you should be looking in your answer is, first of all, how quickly you could be able to respond. So it means that you are actually spending your time consciously, you decide beforehand, so you are using it wisely. What type of things we are doing is also very important. We are looking into if these are the things that make you feel more better, uplifting you, or maybe sometimes you are worrying in your own time, or you are just sleeping on your own time, or spending the time not necessarily, making you more grounded, but making you more anxious, more stressed. Or maybe because during the day your stress level is too much, you really need a lot of time to recover, to recharge. Maybe it might be also a problem. So we ask more questions. When you say, yes, I spent myself some time, we want to know how good quality is that time, and how much you consider, how much you plan this time ahead. And then of course we ask you, how much do you know about yourself? And then in that moment I usually prefer to do a brainstorming, which means that I quickly ask many questions, and I try to understand. That's what you should be doing also, how quickly you are responding and how you are talking about yourself. Like what color do you like, which food do you like, why do you like that food, when did you started to like that food, who is our best friend, what do we like to do with our best friend in our spare time, why do we like this friend, what do we think about such and such, what type of clothes do we prefer, what type of car do we prefer, why do we prefer that, etc. So it's kind of a chained type of questions. I usually ask at least 10 to 20 questions to be able to understand if we have time, if we really want to look into it. And interestingly, we usually realize that people, because we keep changing during the time, especially if we are down, if we are really depressed, we don't necessarily connect it with our own selves. So I know many clients, when I ask them, what is your favorite food? They usually say, I don't know my favorite, I haven't think about it for a long time. I don't know. Some people cry. Because they really don't know, and they were like, it's such a simple question, how come I don't know, how come I forgot? Because, and then they say usually, because it has been such a long time, I didn't cook for myself, I didn't go out and eat what I want, but I usually go with wherever my husband wants to go, my partner wants to go, or my kids wants to go, so I kind of play along with them. So again, it means that you are putting yourself behind other people's needs, and you are not necessarily caring about yourself. Then, of course, we ask about our feelings. How do we feel generally during the day? How many percentage we feel sad? How many percentage we usually feel happy or calm or grounded, etc. These type of questions. What do we think about such and such? If such and such happens, what do we do? So we are trying to understand if you are in connection with your emotions, with what you are thinking, how do you see life, and what type of behaviors do you do, or do you usually aware of what you would be doing in such and such situations. So we kind of throw you some scenarios and see if you could be able to answer them quickly, or which shows us that you already thought about it, you spent time about how you've been thinking, what you've been thinking, etc. If you are giving too many detailed questions, also it shows something else, and we're going to talk about it in future videos, hopefully. And let's say one more question. Of course, we can ask many questions, but for this video, let's ask one more. And I usually ask, if you give you a point from 1 to 10, 10 is very good, 1 is very bad, what would you give to yourself as a point? What is it like? How do you point yourself as a mom? The roles you play during your day. As a woman, as a boss, as a caregiver, as a parent, as a child. So what type of points would you give it to yourself? Is it satisfactory for you, etc.? And after we are asking all these questions, we could get a very much fair idea of if we know ourselves, if we are in connection with ourselves, and if we love ourselves or not. And then if we give ourselves points, normally what we're supposed to be doing is we're supposed to be doing it like every 3 months if possible. So we could get a fair idea about if we are changing, if we are in contact with ourselves, especially if we are an expat. Again, it is important that to know that expat people sometimes, because of the exposure, too much exposure, we can change very drastically and very quickly. So it is important to keep in connection with our own selves. It gives a fair idea, and if we are doing this, that's great. If we are not doing this, let's start doing it. And after doing all that, and talking a lot, we will have a fair idea about how much we love ourselves. Do we even love ourselves? And how much do we know about ourselves? And then there will be many topics that you might want to work on too. And then, about self-development, to love ourselves, etc. And it is very important to love ourselves. That is the main reason we are here. That's very, very important. If you don't love ourselves, who is gonna love you? You should love yourself first, so the other people will be attracted to love you. It can be your neighbor, it can be even your dog. If you don't love yourself, animals immediately pick it up as well, isn't it? So it is really, really important to answer these questions and to do more for ourselves, because if we are here, there must be something we are contributing to this life, to this earth. So why not use it beneficial, and why not use it as much as we can? In the future videos, I will answer more questions about this topic and how we can love ourselves, or how we can be in more connection with ourselves. Thank you very much for listening, and I wish you a very good day.